Okay, it's like
Is it live?
it's start.
Yeah, it says live.
Okay, hello, welcome to good afternoon. Welcome to another Dream Jamaica webinar titled Superheroes Among Us. I'm Ashley Jones.
And I'm Shanique Johnson.
And today we have our guest speaker, Miss Lianne McNaughton, who is the founder of Can Do I.T, which seeks to empower the nation's youth by building on their innate strengths via technology, professional development, physical wellness initiatives. She's a graduate, from the University of Nebraska of Omaha, yes, where she completed her degree in management information systems. She's also a holder of a master's degree before going overseas on a scholarship to study for her bachelor's. Lianne attended Campion College. Please help me give a warm welcome to Miss Lianne McNaughton.
Okay, Miss Lianne, please tell us, who are you?
Who am I? Well, you just did a beautiful introduction. That's basically who I am. But yeah, I am Lianne. Like she said, I went to Campion College. I graduated in 2008 from sixth form. And then I did track and netball while I was in high school. I did netball for Jamaica under 16.
Nice.
You play netball?
No.
Oh, you play netball? You don't play netball? Okay, thank you. I'm a Lone Ranger. I did track and field. Oh, good school. In my unbiased opinion. But yeah, so I did netball and track and field, and then I went away, got a track and field scholarship to the University of Nebraska at Omaha. And so, yes. Then I graduated in 2013 with my master's. I did this 5-year bachelor's master's accelerated program. And I guess you're going to ask me a question about my degree, so I won't talk about that too much. And then so after that, I worked at Gallup, which is an organization based in Omaha, Nebraska, but it has locations all over the world as an assistant application developer. And then from Gallup, I went to Agile Transformation as a Scrum Master, Business Analyst, Software Developer. And I did that for a while before returning home. Yeah, in December 2015.
Yeah, it's for 2016.
Yes. So fast forward, starting my own initiative, you can do IT. So that's what I think.
For aside from the personal achievements, tell us who are you as a person.
Who am I as a person? I would like to think I'm a fun person. I'm a very active person. I like to work out. If you see like more like my social media stuff, you would see me doing like weird challenges like handstand push-ups in weird places. I pretend I can lift heavy things like back squatting and hand cleans. I think I'm funny. I hope my friends think I'm funny too. I pretend I can sing, but I really can't hold a note. What else? I think that's a good enough. What else you want to know about me?
That's okay.
Okay.
All right, so where
You
are
can
you?
continue. Finish that statement.
Oh, well, when somebody asks, who are you, what would you say? Yeah, but tell me, who are you?
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yes.
Like I should sit further away crazy or?
Maybe. I am fun at times. I think. I can be moody. Yes. Everybody has their moments. And yeah, like to socialize.
Okay.
Sometimes I keep to myself, most times I keep to myself.
Okay.
So that's some of it.
Okay. And if you would say, who are you, what would you say?
Well, I'm a very jovial person. I love to sing. I love being around friends, make me laugh, and because I love to laugh. I love to laugh. I must emphasize on that. Well, I'm a bit moody at times, as Ashley said. Yeah, and that's basically me.
Okay.
Yeah. Next question for you.
Mhm.
Where are you from and what was your experience like growing up as a child?
I'm from Kingston, Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
My experience, I was always outdoors. I don't know if we're like, okay, this, I don't know if you guys are always outdoors now. No. Okay.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, well, I was always like running up and down. I had rollerblades. You guys know what that is?
What is that?
Oh my gosh.
I'm rollerblading.
Don't age me.
Skate-
Yeah, like
skate-
skating.
Let's keep this away, but not
Oh, oh my gosh.
well, then we'll upgrade our smartboard.
Right? Or hoverboards or whatever. Well, the rollerblades where you actually have the door for it to move. That's what I was rollerblading and climbing trees, and I went to Queen's Perk. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I before I was a very active child. So by the time I was walking, I was running. I was yeah, prep school. I was at the fastest girl from like grade 4 and up to grade 6. I did swimming for a club. I did netball, swimming, which event?
I don't know. I just like doing it.
Okay. Fun fact about me and swimming. That's partially why this is partially why I put it down. So I could swim and I swam for my school and for our club, but I couldn't dive.
Oh.
Right? Like I couldn't. I don't know what it was about me. This used to be such a terrifying fact. I would tell anybody, but now we're over it. But I couldn't. So what they would do, because I could swim, they would make me do the individual medley where you start out in the water doing backstroke. Oh yeah. So the backstroke to butterfly, breaststroke, freestyle. So that's what I did. That's my swimming thing. Then after like prep school, I put on swimming. And yeah, that was my childhood. Just very outdoorsy, always running up and down, always doing something outside.
Okay. So, what roadblocks have you encountered, or like challenges? What challenges did you face
In life,
in life?
okay. Well, as an athlete playing netball, you get a lot of knee injuries because netball is very hard stuff.
You hit the ground.
Hit the ground. Yeah. So I had really bad knees. I wore 2 knee braces in high school all the time. So it was kind of hard to like sometimes train with bad knees. And so that was a very um, was an obstacle or a challenge for me training, especially on the national team and doing track and field. Because I had bad knees, I couldn't always do um, run all the time in track and field. So that was a major challenge. But after I put the netball and worked on it, and did rehab for the knees. I guess it's mostly physical challenges because in college as well, I hurt my back. Uh, yeah, I hurt my back with big heavy things, and that that kind of set me back into it. But I had a really good personal trainer that kind of nursed me back to health.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What's your superpower, or what keeps you going? Then
My
let me say
superpower.
that.
What's your superpower?
Acting.
Okay.
That's all. And music as well.
Yes. What's your superpower? What's your superpower?
Yes, I know to work and support.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Oh, my superpower is basically singing. Yes, I sing, and when I sing, I like, I love to like bring my music across to people, my voice across to people, let them get goosebumps. Yeah.
So you may sing first before you
Yes,
finish.
I have
Okay.
no problem.
Good. My superpower, I guess I am an encourager.
Mhm.
I like to encourage people. I like to support my friends. I like to uplift them. I like to be there for them. So I guess that is my superpower, I guess, of sorts, to be an encourager.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about You Can Do IT.
Okay, so You Can Do IT is an initiative that I came home to start. It's a nonprofit organization that uses interactive hands-on learning sessions and workshops to empower the youth through four possible pillars: technology, professional and personal development, faith, and physical wellness initiatives. So actually last week, Saturday, we had our first workshop into development, and none of you guys here, but some Dream Jamaica attendees. Are you Chris? Oh, Chris, you're not here. But yeah, I came and they learned web development and learned how to make their first website. So it's kind of just like exposing you and providing opportunities for you to be more self-reliant, show you different opportunities, expose you to other things than what you might typically know or learn in school.
Okay, so what inspired you to start this nonprofit organization? What inspired you?
A few things. One is that I love giving back and I love volunteering when I was in America. Everything in high school, in college, everything that I joined lots of clubs, everything that they asked me to do, I was willingly do. Every time I was a mentor and helped out with my college, I started the first women in IT mentoring program. And so I was always giving back. I always wanted to be of service to people. I was like, how can I help you? How can I help you? You know, what can I have these resources and these strengths or all of this. How can I use this to help somebody else, improve somebody else? And so I was doing all those things in America, and I felt like I was doing everything right, but I was doing it in the wrong place, right? Because I'm from Jamaica, I knew eventually I was going to move back home, but I wasn't sure when. But I felt like, why not now? Right? So I was just like, let's start it. I'm really passionate about this. I love the technology space, and I want to help people because I think people fail to realize how amazing the technology space is, what we could do with it, the power of technology. It's not necessarily about building an app or a website, but it's about developing and helping people, and it's a source of income or an alternative job or a side job or all of that things. So technology is a main thing. And then the other three pillars, I felt like all of these things were instrumental in becoming who I am today. So because I'm in an IT profession, I thought it was instrumental to have that single one. Professional and personal development. I think people forget the soft skills of things, right? So like, and people forget how important it is to build up your own self-esteem and how important it is to figure out your strengths. Right, so it's like, okay, you can say it's kindness, those attributes, but those are, you know, obvious characteristics, but let's say you're a natural leader. Okay, or you're really good at facilitating meetings, or you're really good at speaking to people, like interpersonal skills, and so let's help you, bring those out and develop those things as well. And then faith. I'm a really strong believer in God, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for me. So I thought that was very instrumental in having something, because I think people forget how instrumental it is to have a belief system to carry you through, right? Or they use God as an afterthought, like when there's problems or when there's problems, and not before. Right. So before for me it was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna make a decision, and then it's like, okay, God, support you. Right? No, it's kind of like, okay, God, what do you want me to do? How can you lead me? How can you? Which direction do you want me to go in? So I thought that was absolutely important to have. And wellness, like I said, I was physical wellness, always running up and down. I think it's super important to be fit and to be active and to be healthy and to be conscious of what you're eating, be conscious of the exercise that you're doing. And so that's kind of all of that wrapped up into one word. You can do that. And then the interesting thing about the name is that if you can read it, IT, it's kind of like play on words, right? So it's IT, also put the it, right? So you could do it, you could do anything what it is. That's what they're three other pillars. And then you is actually play on words with you. So you can do it, you can do IT, you can do it, you can do IT.
Nice. You obtained a track scholarship in 2008 to attend university overseas. How did you secure a track scholarship?
I guess to secure the coach actually came to Jamaica. This was before when Jamaica is known for them track athletes. And Jamaica has the fastest sprinters in the world, and now we have, I don't know if you guys know about this, but we have the world leading person in discus, Frederick Bakers. Kind of our old boy. And Warren Barrett is the world leading in juniors for shot put. Yes. So no, track is like everybody's coming to Jamaica to do recruitments and such. But like back then, coaches were still coming. So one coach came to Jamaica and he was doing recruiting, and my mother is also in the track and field world. And then they made the connection, and they wanted me to go up, and I had to do studies. And I was actually supposed to do heptathlon. Heptathlon. Anybody know heptathlon? Exactly. You can name it again.
Yeah, they do they do long jump,
800.
they do children
Shot put.
and they do more high jump.
Yeah, that's 550 more.
They go sprint.
200. You said 200? Yeah, so one more. One more throwing. The stick. Yeah, javelin. So I was actually supposed to do, I love hurdles. I love hurdles, but hurdles did not love me. And so after like my third hamstring strain, I put down hurdles, and then I just picked up things to throw. Shot put, hammer. Yeah. I know. But watch, man, in a few years we're going to be doing it. That's why I was doing. But watch.
So
You have to.
I have faith.
Yes.
And have faith for me. Yes.
So what was your experience like?
In university or my track scholarship? It is a complete. I strongly encourage you guys, if you can go in, try and go in, because it is. You meet so many us as Jamaicans, because we have such a huge impact in the world. We feel like say we're bigger than life, and we're say Jamaica, like some maps forget to put us on the map. Okay, we're that small. So going to a different country, first American, and actually studied abroad twice, 2 different countries. I learned about cultural differences. I learned about cultural diversity. I learned about racial awareness. I learned about being a minority, in America, in Nebraska, being, so I have a greater appreciation for one. I love Jamaicans. Like, I know you guys, like, people love the way we speak, people love what we do. And then, unfortunately, because of cool runnings, they think we're a certain type of way. But yeah, there are certain stereotypes.
Yeah.
When people met me, there were a few questions that I would get without fail. I'm using both. If I can run, which was a coincidence. Because of the track.
Exactly.
Unfortunately. Yes,
Oh my
how I
God.
got here, how come I speak English so well? Just a few, questions that I had to enlighten them about. And then, so my experience was great because I studied in America first, and then I also got to study abroad to Norway, which was, another side of the world. Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay, Chris. Thank you very much.
I remember it's conversational, it's not just me. And then I also studied abroad to Vietnam. You know where Vietnam is? Where's Vietnam? No, that's Norway. It's in Asia.
You know what?
Okay. But yeah, so I had a really good experience, and I met some amazing people that are still my friends. My first friend that I met, I'm still friends with her today, so 2008 passed on to 2006 today. Um, and then even my high school friends, I'm still good friends with them too. But it was a great experience, just being away from home, learning how to do things on your own, learning how to figure things out for yourself. So I would recommend looking for yourself.
Um, can you, if you don't mind, at least, can you give us like an experience where we're receiving responsibility?
For me personally, I've been very, very, very fortunate where I've never been. I've had a racist interaction. I've had things where it was very aware that people looked at me because of the color of my skin, right? But I've never had a negative racial experience, and I thank God for that. Because yes, no, go ahead. Repeat? No.
All right.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No, it's a big country.
But the Las Vegas, you say,
Okay.
All right. So, what are some of the benefits in obtaining a scholarship?
You don't have to pay for things.
Yes, that's one.
So if it's just, I was on a full academic and athletic scholarship. So
Mhm.
when you're seeking scholarships, don't just seek out partial scholarships because you still have to pay a fee from something. U.S. currency is a lot when you convert it to Jamaican. And so the benefits of having a scholarship is that you don't have to worry about how you're going to pay for things. Right? And because I had a full scholarship, I had my books about my women board, and my tuition and all of those things.
For
So
the full years.
for interestingly enough, when I was switching over from my bachelor's to master's, I didn't get the academic scholarship anymore, but I because I was super involved and I had good academic standing. It's very, very important. Don't just go to school for going to school. Make sure you have you keep your GPA and you get involved. Because if something were to happen, they could look at your school performance and say, okay, if you want to apply for another scholarship or a different scholarship, because you're in good academic standing, you can receive an alternative scholarship. So extremely important. Don't just go to school and exist. Like
Like a normal.
yeah, make sure you're doing extremely well in school. You get super involved and make sure the deans and the teachers know you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so what were some of the challenges faced with studying overseas?
My first year, I was extremely homesick.
Yeah, that's expected.
My first year, I was ready to come home. I was just like, I can't do this. And the thing with Jamaicans, because say Jamaica just have one season, hot,
Yeah.
right? And if you study abroad, especially if you go anywhere further than the south, like Florida, um, you're gonna have the 4 different seasons. And so when it was not even snow yet. My first year when it was 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like mid 20, like low 20s, or I don't know Celsius. Sorry, but like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, I was freezing. And I was like, I cannot do this. I need to go home. And this is not even close to snow yet. So like that was a big culture shock. The first time it actually snowed, to this day, I still don't like snow, and I've been there since I was there for 7 years. My first time I saw snow, I had an 8 o'clock class. My first semester, that's the first and last time I had an 8 o'clock class. But
First and last.
yes, 8 o'clock class in college is not the best thing. Um, but I didn't even, I just knew I had an 8 o'clock class. I didn't even look outside. I didn't care. I just knew it was cold. And I opened the door and I saw white stuff all over the ground. I was like, not today, not last time encouraging this. But I did go back in my room, went back to my bed. I was like, I'm not ready for this day. And I'm encouraging you not to go to school. I'm just telling you about my first experience with snow. I didn't like it. But yeah, so I've gotten used to and acclimatized to the different seasons. When it's cold, make sure you wear your different layers. And then you appreciate the sun when you don't really see it. Especially in Norway, because I went during the winter time. There was barely any sun in the winter time. Like it was the sun would rise maybe like 8, 9 o'clock, and then it would set by 4 o'clock. And you're in class during the times when it was the sun was out, so most of the time it was dark. So I appreciated the sun, having experienced different seasons. I appreciated the beach. I appreciated good food, Jamaican food. Nothing compares to Jamaican food. We know the season food. It's more than just salt and pepper. Okay. So yes. So my experience in studying abroad made me appreciate Jamaica so much.
So, what are two of your best memories?
My best memories,
Just two.
just to when I went to Norway, there's this rock. I wish you could show pictures. There's this rock that is nudged between two mountains. That's the only thing holding it up, right? So it's not like it's held up by like it's coming from the ground. So you have like rock, and you have two mountains. I did a hike. That was my first time doing a hike, and it was cold. It was 0 degrees Celsius. So it was pretty cool, and it was raining, and it was snowing, and then half the time I couldn't feel my fingers, and it was like a hike that go up and down. So it's not just like a nice little leisure hike going up a small hill. It was like 4 hours up and down in the rain. Can't feel your fingers. How did you do that for experience? And then when I reached there, like nothing else mattered. I was like, I'm going. And so went on a rock. I got my picture, my Kodak moment, and so it was really worth it. So that's definitely one of my most memorable experiences studying abroad. Hiking through not the best weather conditions, but reaching that rock. There's not many people can say that they know this, but actually hike this place and then get to know it. So that's one. The second one. Um, I have so many. A combination of all the people that I've met that have helped me and shaped me to become the person that I am. Everybody, I have some really good friends, and so if you ever guys ever watch this at any point in time, you know who you are. That have just really had a positive influence in my life and have been there for me and have helped me through situations and have um, um, done things for me without me asking or been there for me when I needed them to be. So forming true and genuine and solid relationships and friendships and the experiences that we've had um, as a result of our bond. All of that is a memorable experience. I can't pinpoint one of them. I could, but yes, so the friendships are definitely.
So now, guys, I'll hand over to my beautiful co-host over here. Ashley. Take it away. Yes, thank you, Shani. Next question. What do you do based on your everyday activities? How is your normal day like for you?
Now it varies because I don't have like a set 8 to 5, 9 to 5 job, which is great. Um, so it varies because I'm working into like forming some contracts with some other people because I do like some IT consulting and project management as well. But I'm also building up the foundation, and so leading up to the workshop, preparing for that, emailing out people and getting some funding and space and opportunities to have that, making sure people will show up for the workshop, and then meeting with other organizations because we're also putting together summer workshops as well. So meeting with other organizations who can make us interested in supporting, whether it's impact, financial, food, all those things. So that is, I spend a lot of time doing that. And then so now I'm doing an IT consulting, project management, so helping other organizations get organized. I love doing that. I love helping people get organized.
Okay.
And so working with people to help them. So it's not just me doing it, but me empowering them and showing them how to do it. So like my role is kind of to like make my own role obsolete of sorts. So you want to make sure that people can do their job. So you show them how to do it at first, then you walk them through how to do it, and then you make them do it themselves. And then so you kind of like step back outside of the picture because you empower them to do it themselves, right? And so I'm working on doing that with different organizations.
Okay, good. What's the potential?
It's huge. Like if you are a people person,
No.
if you are good at organizing things, if you are work with me here, I'm trying to find it. And okay, if you are if you like helping people organizing things, you can you find your niche. So I do IT agile project management, right? And so I learned these things. The good thing about technology and most of the technology professions is that you can learn the basics online, right? There's always some, whether it's a free online tutorial
YouTube.
or YouTube, you can learn any and everything on YouTube, right? You can really harness your skills by practicing it by yourself. Of to have formal education, because you can do some professional development courses and do things online to really perfect those skills and to learn things other than outside of the classroom. So there's a huge potential to do it if you have the natural skills and aptitude to want to help you, to want to organize things, to do the project management. So if you have those natural attributes, we'll say you can do that. But I also did software development before this, right? So if you like coding things, if you're a logical person and you like to figure things out, it's really easy to be a software developer. It's not as hard as people think it is. It isn't, I promise you. So if you like designing things, right? Because there's so much, people think, oh, technology, I just need to be a coder. Well, no, if you like designing things, you could be a graphical designer, right? If you like, figuring out the easiest way for things to be done or things to be organized, you could be a user interface designer, right? So like you figure out where this button goes on the page, or this button would move it look really good round instead of square. Believe me, these details matter, right? It's like, oh, let's have this button on the top instead of the middle and stuff like that. Or you could be a systems architect and design systems and design databases, software engineer, all of these things. So the potential in the technology space is so vast and so great. Like there's countless jobs that you could do, different avenues that you could pursue. And new jobs are being created regularly. So it's not like, oh, in IT I only have to be a web developer. No, right? You could be so many variations of a web developer, a graphical designer, of a project manager, of a systems architect, of a software engineer.
So there's a lot.
Lots. I think I beat that one to death right now, but there's a lot of potential.
But for instance, what if you're a person that possesses all those attributes, but you're not a fan of technology? Like, not technology in the sense you're the smartphones and all of that, but to go in depth and study.
You don't have to. You could do. They're really not a fan of technology. It's like
The core stuff as well.
you don't have to code to do technology. So if that's what you mean. So like you project managers do code, right? You could you could, I mean, there's several other jobs that don't require coding. You could be a business analyst,
Yeah.
right? So that's
Money.
yes, you could be a business analyst that doesn't require coding either. You could. There's so many professions. 'Cause I originally did not want to be a coder, but I wanted a good foundation to be able to speak to a coder intelligently as a project as a business analyst. So I know I understand what you do, right? So if we're sitting down and we're talking about, why this page will work, or why this code is broken, or why this code won't work, I am able to articulate and walk through the possible reasons why it doesn't work because I have that technical foundation.
That's good. For me, no.
But let me tell you something else. I have friends that use technology to help their businesses, right? So I have a friend that does YouTube, makes money on YouTube, right? Yeah, she's a YouTuber. I have a person that blogs, coding skills. I have a friend that has their own website, does sells things online, right? So they're using technology. They're not in technology, but they're using technology for their business, right? So like I tell people, like technology is just not the ends, it's just a means to the ends of helping develop. So if you want to learn how to make things, you can make code for money just by sitting on a recording themselves.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm sure you watch blog series.
Yes, I do.
Which one you watch?
Well, Travas, what's the other guy? Prince, yes. I watched those two.
And that's all they do.
Yeah, that's all they do.
That's all they do. Sit down, record
No,
themselves.
but they have like one time when I went on YouTube, I saw you have this series, right? Well, to me, it doesn't make any sense.
But you sat down and watch a few, don't it?
Yes, I do.
All right. So if you don't necessarily want to be in the technology part, you can figure out how can I use technology to get what I want or to do what I want or to make money. So get somebody to you could not never have a physical store but only have an online store.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't have to worry about the pains and the um going through all this stuff of having a physical store. So just have an online store, sell it all over the world. So your target market is not just John and Mary that walk into your store, but is Dave and Christina that's in Norway and Vietnam that just click and buy it and you ship it to them, or you have a really good knack for making things. So you put it online and show people to do it with YouTube. That's still utilizing technology.
Yes.
Right? So
Very good. And what drove you or what motivated you to go on this path?
Funny enough, so like I said, I was into sports and going to college. My family is really technology, into IT. My brother from young was great. I have two brothers, an older brother that's 2 years older than me, and a younger brother that's 10 years older. So my older brother, he was always into computers, breaking them apart, putting them apart, putting them together, all these things. And then my father was in the IT space as well. And my parents owned Jamaica Online. This is way, way, way before your guys' time. If you guys remember dial-up, like you don't even know what dial-up is, right? No. So you have to plug it in, and then you have to connect to it. The internet never just comes up, right? You have to share the phone line. So you could use a phone or you are on the internet, and then you have YouTube. And so they actually owned Jamaica Online, which was the first internet service provider in Jamaica, which brought internet, so you could have internet, right? So I was always around technology and computers. And so actually for that reason I wanted nothing to do with technology. Right? I was kind of like the rebel without a cause. You do technology? I would be different, right?
Yeah.
Silly. But yeah, so I went to college thinking I wanted to do physical therapy. Just stick within sports, right? And then after my first year, after my first semester, I realized I could not do this for the rest of my life. And so I went undecided, and then I had to pick a major after my first year because I had transferred credits from sixth form. And so the advisor was just like, okay, what are you going to do? I was like, no idea. And then he's just like, well, you know, you're always doing IT classes. I was like, yeah, because you're easy. And then it's just like, well, have you ever thought about, you want to do IT? I was like, not really. Or computer science, which is slowly just programming. And I was like, not really. And he was just like, what about MIS? What do you know about MIS? And I was like, okay, you know what MIS is that my father is kind of in that, kind of does that. And then you're just like, okay, what do you think about doing it? It was kind of like a why not decision. I was like, all right, I have to pick a major. I always in IT classes. Why not? Right. So I chose MIS, Management Information Systems, and then I was actually going to graduate early, and I was literally going to graduate not knowing what I wanted to do. Right. And so I was just like, and then they had this option of doing of applying for your master's. Like, oh, do this accelerated 5-year program because in university in America you have it's 4 years, not 3 years here. And so they was like, oh, do this 5-year bachelor's master's joint program. So I was just like, I don't know what to do. Why not? Right? It was a series of why not decisions. So I applied for the master's program and then I got in. So I was just like, okay, let's go further down this rabbit hole, not knowing what I want to do. Sure. But it wasn't until my last year when I did IT for development where it really like clicked for me. Because like I said, I love helping people, right? And so the cool thing about that class was that we were supposed to use our skill sets and what we knew to help other nonprofit organizations, right? So luckily for me, one of the organizations was Malcolm X Foundation. You guys know who Malcolm X is? Okay. Yes, in the Malcolm X Foundation, Malcolm X was actually born in Omaha, Nebraska, and so the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation was one of the organizations that was that you could choose from in that class. And so it clicked for me. It's just like it's not just using technology, but how can I use my skill set and how can I use technology to help other people and help this organization and help this business. So that's when it clicked for me. This is why this is what I want to do in the technology space. Not just, do it as an end result, but how can I use it and help people? How can I use this? They're so big things. How can I teach them how to build their own website so they are, you know, they can be themselves, right? How can I show people how to use, this was before social media started. How can I show people how to use social media correctly to bring more awareness about their organization? So that's when it clicked for me. It's just like, okay, I'm going to use this skill set that I have and this passion that I have to help people use the technology realm to help people.
Lovely.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Okay, how did well? Seeing that you answered that already.
What's the next one?
What resources do we need to actually get where you are or where you're going?
What resources do you need? Come to my workshops. I'm partially serious. That is a possible resource. What form are you guys in?
Well, I'm in upper six.
Upper six? 6-1. Fifth, eighth grade. Okay, so all over the place. So the cool thing about the technology space, like I said, most things that you can do, you can learn online. And you're never too old. You just need the main resource that you need is a willingness to learn. It's the main thing you need. The second thing you need is if you don't have a computer, we have lots of cyber centers around the place. In Halfway Tree, there's a Bethel Baptist Cyber Center. There's so many cyber centers all over the place. You guys are at a great organization, Dream Jamaica, that they provide different opportunities and exposure for you guys to learn. So like, Dream Jamaica, they, sent some of the kids to come up to my workshops to learn stuff. And so now they have, I can show you guys after this, some of the guys built their own website live on my website right now. And so all you need is the willingness to learn, and then you have great opportunities and people to help you and guide you through the way. And seriously, you can do IT. That's a great resource.
Right, thank you. Now, next question. What are some steps that we should take? Not necessarily going into technological side, but to get where we want to go or receive the same opportunities that you had.
It'd be really good to get a mentor. I think mentors, I didn't realize. I think if I had a mentor a little bit earlier, I would have been a little bit more focused and I had a little bit more direction. So having a mentor to kind of guide you through some steps, so you can skip some steps, right? Prevent you from stumbling along. Well, you're going to stumble. You're always going to stumble, but to help you and guide you, and don't beat yourself up too much when you do stumble. So that mentor is able to kind of help you and help you do some things.
Valencia.
Yes, she's a good mentor. Things that you could possibly need. Support system. Don't ever feel like you have to work on your own. Do the exams by yourself. It's really good and great to have a support system to carry you through everything. Right? It's a support system and a mentor. What else I can think of? So what resources do you need? Yeah. These are really two good starting points because they provide open up so many more doors and opportunities. And as not as trivial as you think this may sound, it's super important to have confidence in yourself. Right? Like if you don't have confidence in yourself to go anywhere or to do anything, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to do anything. So I think it's extremely important for you to believe in yourself that you can do. Even if something like, oh, why you want to go? Why you want to be this or why you want to do that? And people kind of like talking you down or whatever. So I know, but this is what I want to do. So this is what I am going to do. Right? And then it helps you along the way when you have confidence in yourself.
Last question.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give to someone that wants to pursue the same career as yourself?
What advice would I give them? Yeah, of course, be happy. Do what makes you happy. That might sound trivial, but like because there's so many different things you could possibly pursue in technology, do the thing that comes most naturally to you. Right? Do the thing that you're just like, oh, but this is so easy, or oh, that is probably where you should be, or what you should be doing. Right? So like I'm really good at um encouraging people, leading people, organizing things. You never think that could be a skill set is, and then figure out which professional which is that you could do. So for real, you're right. Do what makes you happy. Do what comes naturally easy to you. Find someone that can help you along the way to pursue it. Don't ever feel like you have to do it alone because you never have to do it alone. And experiment. Try different things. Don't just feel like you have to commit to one thing. Experiment, dip your toes in so many things. Like really, like just submerge yourself into so many different things as humanly possible, as early as possible, so you can weed out the things that I don't want to do that yet. Oh, I like that. Like go down this area. So try as many different things as you humanly possibly can, as frequently as you possibly can. Failure is good, so it's okay if you fail at it. It's lessons learned, not really failing. That's okay. So yeah, so I guess what did I say? Experiment, try as many different things as you humanly possibly can. You never have to do it alone. Mentor. And oh yeah, be happy. Don't worry. That last question. And have confidence in yourself.
Yes. So
That's it.
that's it.
Did that help you out a little bit?
It did. But sometimes you can't have too much confidence.
You know, it depends on how you do it. Of course, we have all the confidence.
Well, we're all the same.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, what?
So much.
Before we go, you're singing for us.
Yes, I am.
Okay. You know what you're singing for us?
No, I have no clue.
Sing like a motivational.
Some dreams live on in time forever. Those dreams you want with all your heart. So I'll do whatever it takes. Follow through with the courage I made. Put it all on the line. What I hope for would last would be mine. If I could reach higher, just for a moment touch the sky. For that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. Know that I try my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could
Okay, thank you, Miss Lianne McNaughton, for being with us here today. And I'm sure we've all learned something and we take something from today that will be here with us. No, well, for life. Yes. And thank you for tuning in to another webinar, Dream Jamaica, titled Superheroes Among Us. And we would like you to stay in touch with us until next month for another webinar where we will receive the same
where we'll have an awesome guest speaker again.
Yes, waiting for you. So Ashley signing out.
Shani signing out.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. You have to stop it, right?
Alicia.